Hey there YouTube, Wrestling Optimus here, back at the ECW Arena for the Last Match musical featuring Simon Miller and Mickie James, as well as Aiden English, formerly of Rusev Day and the Vaudevillains. This is going to be a pro wrestling musical experience, a rock opera, I believe more specifically. I don't know if they're going to let me film inside the actual show, but this should be very, very unique. We'll see you on the other side.
Here at the original ECW Arena! ECW! Now, those of you who are theater fans, this is not a classic theater show, so don't sit on your hands and wait politely for your moment to clap. Pay attention to all the wrestling fans, they'll lead you, you don't have to worry. All of you pro wrestling fans, you know what to do tonight. You are as much a part of this show as the performers who are going to come out here for you tonight. So that all being said, Philadelphia, it's time for the last match of Pro Wrestling Rock Experience!
1989, my favorite pay-per-view, World War V! There's something in the air tonight, and I'm letting it feel too. Something in the wind connection. I should up now, tell them. I'm not to live this way, what's missing on us? I can't hold my stand, and I'm
Who are you calling old? You! Look at you! You can barely lace your own boots. You're not going to know what we're talking about. What are you talking about? I got my PhD in biotech.
Are you out of your mind, Ben? I just spoke to the boss. He says we're going to take 2 finishers in a row tonight.
I'll be the first guy to kick out that swagger man.
Are you nuts? Taking one in recognition could kill you. And for what? To put Swagger over?
It puts us both over.
Swagger is dangerous. He doesn't care if he's safe or not, Ben. His finisher has put 3 people in the hospital.
Local medical facility.
No, ma'am.
We're learning wrestling vocabulary. Swaggers in the granny.
It's Philly!
I know you agreed to let me throw you around the ring like that. Thought I wouldn't have done anyway. It's gonna be pretty sweet. Taking the title from the champ.
She's got a guitar.
I'm not talking about me. Let's do it. I'm the one you came to
wrestling is like a ballet.
Oh, Daniel, before we go, how'd it go with Ben?
I'm looking.
When he came to speak with you?
I haven't told them since last week on the phone. Only guy I'll take a call from. He's not back in my name. I want to talk to the boss and take face to face.
No! Don't give him a baby! Alright, we just got out and that was an awesome experience, incredibly unique. It was in fact a rock opera, but it functioned kind of like a theater in the round with the ring in the middle. And there was mostly stuff in the ring, but there was a little bit of kind of a side stage where some of the backstage things were going on. My one big criticism is that we couldn't really understand anything. The sound was really bad. All the speakers were kind of muffled. The band was a little bit louder than the microphones for the voice actors, which were handheld mics instead of, you know, like they use on actual Broadway. But with that said, through context clues, I believe this is the overarching story. The whole thing takes place at a pay-per-view called World War V. And the main event is going to be between the current champion, Vengance, who has had, I believe, a 30-year career, and this is going to be his last retirement match, against the big bad heel, played by Simon Miller, Alexander Swagger, who I keep thinking Jack Swagger. And yes, Simon Miller is a friend of the channel. So early on in the musical, Alpha Jr. of the Anawai family is playing an evil surgeon who I guess did a surgery on Vengance. He was basically saying he's a bad doctor and now the injury is going to be permanent if he takes one more Swagger Dagger, which they initially described as a pile driver, but it apparently was just a Stone Cold Stunner. But Vengeance's girlfriend or wife or whatever, Jenny, she is very, very nervous, doesn't want him to wind up in a wheelchair after taking another dagger. But Vengance wants to do this because he says it really gets them over when he kicks out of not one, but two Swagger daggers. Throughout the course of the pay-per-view, you're seeing other matches, other characters. I think my favorite was like a battle royal, but it was supposed to be an open challenge for Danny Doring's Intercontinental title or something like that. But they just kept having all these guys come out. It was all the other wrestlers, but in new costumes, and they had some really funny gimmicks. That was probably my favorite part. That was just really silly. In the end, the big bad boss, played by the former Aiden English, Matt something, I forget his last name, but he initially tries to convince Jenny they should do the match as planned. When she doesn't want to do it, he tries to convince her to turn heel, and then in the end, she fakes turning heel and actually saves her boyfriend or whatever. He retains the title, he wins with whatever his finisher is, and everybody's happy. It was really, really good. I liked it. As a fan of kind of musical theater, I thought it was a really great show. Again, just work on the sound and a little bit of the production. Otherwise, the rest of the production was really great. There was pyro, all the screens and the intro graphics and stuff for everybody's entrances. That was all fantastic. Obviously, it's at the ECW Arena. They made a big deal about referencing Philadelphia and ECW, etc. And, you know, it's a historic venue for that to take place in. So if I'm gonna give it a grade, I would say probably a B+ or an A-. It was a really great show. Go check it out if it's in your area. I don't know how much longer it's gonna be here stateside, but if you can, go check it out. It's a really, really great time. But with all that said, let me know what you think about this down there in the comments. If you liked the video, make sure to do all that normal YouTube stuff. Smash the like button, share with any wrestling, action figure, or musical theater fans you may know. Subscribe to the channel and spread the word. You can talk to me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Otherwise, I've been Wrestling Optimus, and I'll catch you later.